Welcome to Tech Talk with Beanie.
When most people hear AI in healthcare, they picture a robot doctor diagnosing you in 5 seconds and prescribing vitamins and a new personality. But what's actually happening is more practical and honestly more powerful. AI medicine today is largely doing 4 big jobs. One is seeing: medical imaging, X-ray, CT scans, MRIs, mammograms, retinal scans. AI is great at pattern recognition. It can flag this looks suspicious, this needs a second look, and this is changing over time. And then 2 is predicting: who's at risk for sepsis, who's likely to be readmitted, and who's going to deteriorate overnight. 3 is writing, and this one is huge. AI can draft clinical notes, summarize visits, pull out key details, and reduce some of the admin overload. And 4 is personalizing, matching treatments to patients, especially in data-heavy areas like oncology, cardiology, and chronic disease. AI can help physicians sort through messy, real-world signals. Now, this is where Eric Topol comes in. Dr. Eric Topol wrote Deep Medicine: How Artificial Intelligence Can Make Healthcare Human Again, and basically made the case that we've drifted into what he calls a more shallow kind of medicine. Too much clicking boxes, too much bureaucracy, not enough patient connection. One of his most memorable points is that the greatest opportunity for AI isn't just efficiency, it's restoring the human touch, which is time, attention, trust, real communication. And he has a phrase I absolutely love: keyboard liberation. The idea is clinicians should spend less time feeding the computer and more time caring for the person in front of them. Because listen, if a nurse or doctor spends half the appointment facing a screen, it doesn't matter how fancy the medicine is, the experience feels off. Topol's vision is: let AI handle the repetitive tasks, the paperwork, the pattern scanning, so clinicians can do the irreplaceably human part, which is empathy, judgment, context, and those quiet details a human notices that don't show up in a lab value. Okay, now let's go from AI helping clinicians to something that feels like the frontier of the frontier. Neuralink is a company that builds brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, a system that records neural signals and translates them into computer commands. Neuralink's implant is often called the Link, and its early product focus has been called telepathy, aimed at helping people with paralysis control computer with their thoughts. Neuralink also developed a surgical robot designed to insert ultra-fine electrode threads into the brain with high precision. So the concept isn't mind reading like Hollywood, it's more like your brain generates signals when you intend to move. Even if your body can't carry out the movement, the brain signal can still be there. A BCI tries to detect those signals and decode them so a person can move a cursor, click, type, or control assistive technology. And Neuralink has moved from demo stage to human trial reality. Neuralink reported that in January 2024, their first human participant received an implant. Their own update later described this as the first person to receive the Neuralink implant, and they publicly discussed the participants' early experiences using it for computer control. So what can people do with a system like this? Let's talk use cases and realistic ones. The most immediate, high-impact use case is straightforward: communication for people with paralysis. If someone can't use their hands, a BCI can help them move a cursor, click, type, text, use a smartphone or computer, communicate more independently, and that is massive. Another thing it can help with is assistive tech control. Think controlling a wheelchair interface, environmental controls, smart home functions, even specialized accessibility tools. Next is the potential future: robotic limbs and richer control. Longer term, BCIs could help with more natural control of prosthetics or robotic devices. Though that's a harder problem, because it's not just click, it's continuous motion and feedback. And yes, people always ask, can it make me smarter? Right now the answer is no. This is about restoring capabilities, not turning you into a supercomputer. Neuralink announced it received FDA Breakthrough Device designation for blindsight, intended for individuals with vision impairment. Breakthrough Device designation doesn't mean approved tomorrow, but it's a program designed to help speed development and review for devices addressing serious conditions. So what's the idea? Instead of reading motor intent signals, you could potentially stimulate parts of the brain involved in vision, like the visual cortex, to create some form of visual perception. And Reuters later reported Neuralink planned a clinical trial aimed at helping people with speech impairments convert thoughts into text, describing timelines and usage hours reported in the presentation. So where does AI fit inside a brain-computer interface? Right here. When electrons capture neural signals, those signals are noisy and complex. AI and machine learning can help filter noise, detect patterns, decode intent, adapt to a specific person's brain signals over time. The decoder often needs to learn you because brains aren't identical and signals change with fatigue, mood, medication, sleep, healing, you name it. So in a sense, BCIs are a perfect example of AI as translation. And this circles back to Topol, because to Topol, the best AI doesn't replace human meaning, it amplifies human capacity. In Neuralink's best case story, that means a person who lost physical control regains independence and communication. Topol's worldview is useful here too. Technology should serve patients, not systems, not hype cycles, not investor decks. So when we combine Topol's Make Medicine human vision with the rapid advances we're seeing, here's a realistic preview. More earlier detection, especially in imaging-heavy fields, eyes, cancer, screening, cardiology, AI will increasingly act like a second reader. Fewer clerical burdens. We'll see more keyboard liberation, where clinicians spend less time documenting and more time actually practicing medicine. Better personalization, from medication matching to treatment pathways, especially when integrated with genomics, wearables, and longitudinal records. Assistive neurotechnology becoming mainstream. BCIs won't be for everyone, and they won't be casual consumer tech for a long time, but for specific medical needs, they may become standard options. So here's what I want you to take away. AI medicine isn't just about smarter machines. It's about what we do with the time and capability that smarter machines can give to us. Eric Topol's message is basically, let AI take the chore so clinicians can return to the art of care. And Neuralink at its best is the same philosophy applied to disability and neurology. Use advanced engineering and decoding to restore autonomy. It's early, there are risks, we need transparency, validation, regulation, and ethics, but the mission, helping people communicate, control devices, maybe even regain forms of vision, that's not just cool, that's deeply human. Alright, I'm gonna try to be smiley and I'm gonna try to be like upbeat. Why do I do that? Sorry. My hair. What if it... I don't know why this piece is, sorry. Neuralink is a company that builds a brain-computer interface, or BCI. A system that records neural net a BCI tries. That matters because it tells you that this is still in the early phase, with sorry, Jim. And they made changes and observations as they, why did I do that? Iterative, okay. Blind sight, vision restoration, vision restoration, blind sight, vision. Neuralink announced it received FDA breakthrough device designation. Okay. Is it Reuters or Reuters? Reuters? I think Reuters is the news application, right? Reuters is the news outlet. Reuters.
I thought I said Reuters, but...
Reuters. Okay. I don't know. You want to check that real quick? And Reuters later reported Neuralink planned a clinical trial aimed at helping. Okay. And Reuters later reported Neuralink planned a clinical. Okay, stop. I'm not trying to waste your day here. I'm trying to sneeze. I hate this. I said this speech impairment, so I'm sitting here with a speech impairment. How do I say reliability? Topol's worldview. Topol's worldview. Here's a realistic. Assistive neurotechnology. I'm trying to fix it. Is my hair looking okay? AI medicine isn't just about smarter matches. Matches? Okay, what are you doing? Assistive neurotechnologically. It's about what we do with the time and capability that has. That's not just cool, that's deeply human. I was just distracted by your name at the bottom.
Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.